Everyone has a unique gift, and Mike, the creator of the 1NELife podcast, believes most people don't know how to use their gifts or what they are. Mike wants you to see things from a different perspective and be true to yourself. The 1NELife podcast, it inspires, motivates, and creates positive energy, love, and compassion to all communities. We only have one life to live. Be yourself and live your truth. Add the 1NELife podcast to your playlist. That's the number 1NELife. Available on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and your favorite podcast platform.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the 1NELife podcast, where we talk about positive psychology while taking care of your well-being, our well-being, and telling your story, because everyone has an amazing story. What's up, y'all? I am Mike M.I.C. Reed, and today it's just me again. It's just me again because I didn't book nobody today, only because I'm doing something special over the next month and a half. I don't know if it's special, but first, last show I talked about life is simple, not easy. And man, I gotta say thank you to everybody that watched it, that hit me up, that had so many comments about it. That liked it on the social media post. And I really appreciate you guys. Seriously, genuinely. But that got me thinking on how I want my next few shows to go. So yesterday, today's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Yesterday I did a post about I was looking for a female to give her a female's perspective on relationships, because I've been wanting to do okay, here we go. I've been wanting to do a relationship post show, and for the longest, and now it's happening. I did a post yesterday, searching for a guest, and I got so many responses just in the last 24 hours. It's crazy. I'm very appreciative of everybody that was like, hey, I want to jump on, but, unfortunately, I could only have a few. So I did book 3 to 4 different ladies to come on the show, and we're going to talk relationships. It's going to be very interesting. And the reason why I picked the 3 to 4, just because of their background and what they do, because I'm trying to tailor this, to make it a very interesting conversation for you guys. Also, I got, I was shocked and surprised that I got hit up, and this just happened like a few hours ago, by this one lady that I've known for many years. And I'm not going to say who she is just yet. I'm going to wait. But I was shocked when I told you that she hit me up and was like, hey, I want to come on your show. And I was just like, wow. Like, I never really expected her to ever say this and want to come on. So it's a really special, that's going to be a crazy show, a special show, because actually, I guess I've always wanted that, but I didn't ever think it was going to be possible. But it's happening. Like, it's crazy. It's happening. And I can't wait to share that with you guys. But she's coming on last, though. So I'm going to do like 3-4 different ladies. And we're going to talk relationships. We're going to talk about different perspectives, from their situations, whatever they want to share. And just, have these conversations that, we really need to start normalizing. And that's the reason behind the relationship talk, is because I've always, obviously, most of you that like really know me, I've been married twice. My first marriage was 25 years, and my second one was about 10 years. I've always had long-term relationships. I've never really done short relationships. I've always been with one person only, and for long term. So I feel like I do know how to be in a relationship, and I know how to keep a relationship. I know the basics. I know the fundamentals of it. And for me, that's one of the reasons why I want to have this conversation, because I have been. I don't want to use the word dating, because to me, and this is just my opinion, we all have our different versions of what dating is. Been going out with, I'm back in the dating scene, I should say, and I've been going out with, a few people, and it's just the conversations that I've been having have been very interesting, and not only in my life, but just what I've seen, what I've heard from other people, is that relationships are not lasting long no more. Like back in the day, like when you talk to like older people, I mean, and if you ever just sat down with like an older couple and they've been married for 30, 40 years, that's just amazing. I've had the pleasure of sitting with a few older people, and they all say the same thing about what makes a relationship last, and it really is conversation, communication. Like that's why I want to normalize these conversations. I want to normalize all the conversations that are hard to have. Mental health. Everything under the mental health umbrella. Your well-being. All that we need to start normalizing. Depression, having suicidal thoughts, men being vulnerable, relationships. These are all conversations that we need to start normalizing, because that's the only way that we grow. This is how I grow. This is why I love doing my show. This is why I love to have conversations. If you know me like really personal and you've been on the phone with me, like everybody know I don't like text. I hate text. I think texts are for quick, short messages, cute messages, whatever, just to get your point across real quick, but not to have a conversation. I hate having text conversations for like 5 hours that could have took, like a 5-hour text conversation that could have took 2 minutes over the phone. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I hate text, because most people abuse it, and I don't have 5 hours to have a 2-minute phone conversation with you. Like, I just don't. It annoys me. I'm being brutally honest right now. It annoys me, especially in the dating world. People want to like have these long text conversations before they give up, before they want to talk on the phone, which is bizarre to me. I don't know. It's crazy. And plus text conversations, people misconstrued text conversations so much. That's why I really don't understand why people love texting. And I feel like, again, communication. This is where a lot of misunderstandings happen, because people read way too much into a text and they assume what people meant, just from a line of text. And it's another reason why I hate it. I'd rather get on the phone. Let's have a conversation. Now, to say this, I know most people, like my good friends that have conversations with me, and most of them are females, they're on the phone with me for 2-3 hours, like at a time. I get on the phone and yes, I can talk. I love talking. It's the way I learn. I love hearing people's perspective. I love when my friends are having a bad day and they can call me and they can vent, because we learn from each other. That's how you grow, by having these meaningful conversations. I can't be on the phone with nobody and it's just awkward silence. I would get off immediately. But I love having conversations. So for me, that's how I learn. We have to learn from each other. And I think from having conversations, all these conversations that are hard to have is how we learn, and yeah, they are hard. There are conversations that are really tough, and because the truth hurts sometimes, but that's the only way we grow, is we have to have these hard conversations. And the one thing I could say about it is that if you truly, truly want to be a better person and do better, you have to be open and willing to have these conversations. Even if it hurts, like that's the only way you're going to get through it. That's the only way you're going to grow, is you have to have these conversations. I know as I got older, when I learned how to have conversations, it hurt. People were telling me things that I didn't want to hear. I mean, I still hear people telling me things that I don't want to hear, but I know it's things that I have to hear. And sometimes when we have these conversations, you know, I was just having this conversation earlier with a friend of mine. When we have these conversations, it's nothing new, right? Like we all have the knowledge. We all have this knowledge in us. We've all heard it before. So it's nothing new that we're hearing. It's just sometimes it takes a minute to click. Sometimes you may need to hear it 3-4 times, maybe 10 times before something clicks. So maybe you're having a conversation with somebody and they're telling you this, but it's not landing correctly because we're all human, right? So none of us is perfect. So we receive and deliver things differently. So maybe the person you're talking to, maybe I told you this, but it just didn't land correctly. That's fine. But the more we normalize these conversations, the more we have these conversations, at some point, it is going to click. And it takes time. That's why, again, I always ask, what are you doing to take care of your well-being? Well, me, I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly reading. I'm constantly talking to people, you know, asking for their perspective on things. Even if it's something I don't want to hear, or I'm constantly battling, you know, something that I'm trying in my mind to make it make sense. But everybody else is telling me, no, that don't make sense. Okay, that's fine. Because I know at some point it's going to start to make sense and they're going to be right. And that's just the way life goes. So I'm not afraid to have these conversations. I got good friends that call me on my shit all the time. And they're 100% real with me. And that's why I can call them good friends, because they are real with me. They know they're telling me the truth. And as much as that sometimes I don't want to hear it, as much as, you know, sometimes I make excuses for other people, they're just telling me facts and it's the truth. And that's how we learn. That's how we grow. So this is how I grow. That's why I want to do this show about relationships over the next 4 months. And I know I said 3 to 4 ladies. It might be 5, depending on how well this goes. And I know I'm probably going to have a couple of guys on here, which is great. I already got one friend of mine who wants to bring 3 of her friends on and have a panel. She wants to do 4 girls versus me. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I'm going to feel attacked, but I'm open to do it, though. I'm totally down to do that. Because, again, I feel like if you are open to have a healthy conversation, then it's all growth, right? And I know one person called me and was like, you know, what is it about? And I'm like, it's just relationship conversations. It's not to bash anybody. It's not going to be any negative things about relationships. I mean, obviously we're going to talk about things that didn't work, but how do we get through it? You know, so for me, I want to do it. I want to do it in a positive way. I want to have healthy conversations. I don't want to have negative conversations. I'm not trying to have people on here to bash their exes and all that, because it's enough of that in the world. I'm not trying to do that. Just trying to have healthy conversations to uplift people and to help people, you know, grow through things that they may not see right now and, you know, may not understand. Maybe they need to hear it, you know, from a different perspective. You know, again, it's how things are delivered. And if they haven't received it in a certain way, maybe this is going to help them. I know it's going to help me because, oh my God, dating and the dating scene. I'm going to say dating. And the dating scene nowadays is just so tough. It is tough, man. I don't like it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. I've met some amazing women, but ladies, and I just got to be honest, like, but I'm going to leave it for the show. I'm not going to spill it now. I'm going to leave that for the show. But anyways, another reason why I want to have these conversations and to normalize hard conversations is because of time. Now, time is our most valuable possession, most valuable thing in the world. And it's something that we take for granted all the time. You know, I, for one, try to live, and I tell people this all the time, that I might not be here tomorrow. these are facts. We don't know when our time is up. Anything can happen. And I know that's probably the hardest conversation nobody really wants to talk about, but it's true. Like, we can't wait till something happens and then all of a sudden we want to have these conversations or we want to, change things, But unfortunately, that's just the way society is. And for me, for one, I don't like it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. So for me, I'm trying to have these conversations now. I'm trying to grow now. I'm trying to do everything I love and what I want to do now because I don't know how much time I have. That's why I'm very spontaneous. If I ain't doing something, you can call me now and be like, hey, let's hop on a plane. Cool. If I ain't got to work tomorrow, cool. Or I'll hop on a plane still as long as I'm back by 7:30. I'm good. Like, get me back by 7:30, I'll go. I'll sleep on the plane. I don't need much sleep anyway. So I'm telling you, I'm very spontaneous. We can roll. And if I got to call off, I got to call off. But I'm very spontaneous, you guys. I try to enjoy my moments when I can because I never know when I might not see somebody again. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody want to go do something, I'm going to go do it. Especially if I don't have other plans or I'm not really doing anything. I'm a 100% try and go do it because I never know if I'm going to see that person again. I never know if that may be the last opportunity for me to see that person or hang out with that person. So I'm going to do it all the time. That's just me because time is so valuable, so precious. We never know when it's our time. So that's why I want to have these conversations because of time and to normalize these conversations that we definitely need to have. It's how we're going to grow. It's how we're going to make this world better. So much negativity around the world. And I've said this before, I'm only trying to do my part in this world and just put some positivity into the world. Not trying to lead this world with anything negative. I know I've done my share of negative stuff, and that's why I've changed. That's why I live the way I live now. Definitely not the same person I was last year. Definitely not the same person I was 20 years ago. It's all about growth. For me, that is. It's all about growth. It's all about growth and mindset, being present and enjoying life while I'm here, enjoying my moments while I'm here. So this is why I'm big on taking care of our well-being. That's why I'm constantly asking people, like, what are you doing to take care of your well-being? Nothing's going to happen overnight, but you got to start somewhere. You have to start now. You have to start now doing something. I'm in my, oh my God, I want to say 8th year of mindset, changing my mindset. I think about 8 years ago, I changed my mindset. I started really changing my mindset. So it is a process. It's nothing that's going to happen in a couple of years. It's not something that's going to happen in 5 years, 10 years. It's a lifestyle. To me, it's a lifestyle, and it's a journey, and that's the journey I'm on right now. No one's going to ever take me off this journey. It's what I'm doing. Just continue to add positivity to my life and continue to give things to God. Like I said last show, I feel so good right now. Today is an amazing day. I'm finally at peace with always giving things to God that I can't control. I'm okay with it because that's just the way to live for me. Again, all this is my perspective. It's the way I do, my opinions, my thoughts, the way I'm doing things. This is just me. So if you knew me 20, 30 years ago, you can tell that I'm not that same dude. All about growth, all about mindset, all about giving God the things that we can't control. Because I want to leave this world knowing that I made a difference, that I added positivity to the world, and it starts now. Most people, now this had, you can always hear me say this, I had a conversation. I love having conversations, if you don't know me by now. But I was just having a conversation with a friend the other day about the perfect time. I know people always use that phrase, just waiting for the perfect time, waiting for the perfect moment. My opinion, it doesn't exist. Perfect time, perfect moments don't exist. You're chasing something that's not there. If you want to do something, you have to do it. The time is always now. When you want to change, the time is now. When you want to grow, the time is now. When you want to be better, the time is now. When you want to do better, the time is now. When you want to start a new business, the time is now. You have to start. You have to start somewhere, but the time is always now. Not saying you have to start big. If you break things down and start with the smallest steps, the time is always now. You could always do something that's the smallest detail to prepare you for whatever it is you want to do. You got to prepare yourself for it. That's why I say the time is now. So no matter what you want to do, if you want a new career, if you want a new relationship, a new lifestyle, if you want to just continue to grow and be better, what are you doing to do that? Again, what are you doing to change and help your well-being? Taking care of your well-being. The time is now. I used to, years ago, when I started meditation, I used to just meditate for 5 minutes. Then I started meditating for 10 minutes. You see the simple things that we do? It's just the small things that we do, but we're starting now. So take 5 minutes, 10 minutes out of your day. There's 24 hours in a day. No one is that busy that they can't take 5, 10 minutes out of their day to be better, to lose that weight, to be a better person, to go search for that new career, to build that business. Whatever it is you want to do, take 5, 10 minutes out of a 24-hour day. You got 5, 10 minutes. Believe that. You got 5, 10 minutes that you can start doing something today to make your life better. That's what I mean by that perfect time. It's not there. It doesn't exist. Waiting for that perfect moment to tell somebody you love them, waiting for that perfect moment to search for a new job, it doesn't exist. Start now. Now exists. That don't exist. Just my truth, y'all. Just my opinion. I truly believe in that. I'm living proof that if you start somewhere, even on a small scale, you're going to eventually grow. And as time goes by, remember, it's a journey. It's not a destination. As time goes by, you're going to see the impact. You're going to see the results. I see the results of me from when I was 7, 8 years ago. Way better. So let's start taking care of our well-being, you guys. Start now. Just takes 5, 10 minutes a day, and you'll get there. The only way any conversation works if everyone in that conversation wants it and wants to be better. That's another key. When you're having these conversations with people, if the other person on the other side of the conversation don't want it, or don't want to be better, or do better for whatever relationship you're in, then the conversation doesn't work. Both parties have to want it. That's how they say rehab is not for people who need it. It's for people who want it. This is facts. This is facts. Changing your well-being, being better and doing better only works if you want it. That person has to want it, or nothing works. Nothing works. You got to want to be better. You got to want to do better. And it starts now. It starts with you making that choice, because it is a choice. It's a choice that you take those steps, one foot in front of the other, one day at a time. That's what makes it work. It's the only way it's going to work. You have to make the choice. You have to put that first foot forward. Take that first step and make it happen. All right? Ooh, I can't wait to have these conversations. This is going to be amazing, you guys. Anyways, that's all I want to jump on here and say today. Can't wait to have these conversations. Can't wait to normalize these conversations. Can't wait to grow with you guys. I feel like I'm growing with you guys all the time because of the conversations that I'm already having. And I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate everyone that's been on the show. I appreciate everyone that's listened to the show and gave me feedback that support this show. I truly, truly, truly do appreciate it because it's how I grow. This is definitely my therapy, you guys. I tell people all the time, I do this show because this is my therapy. I do this show for me. I definitely do it for the community, everybody out there, but I'm telling you guys, 100%, I do this show for me because it's my therapy. I used to be shy. I still am shy a little bit, but I used to be shy and not talk. Now I have my voice, found my voice. This is my platform. I love what I do. I love you guys. I love helping people. I love getting the comments and the DMs of people saying, thank you, I needed that today. Love, love, love that because it helps me, and I appreciate it. So anyways, thank you guys. Start next week, next show. Gonna have my first guest. Oh no, take that back. Next week guest we're gonna talk about more kid stuff and what she does in the field with helping our youth and kids. We might touch on a relationship. She don't know that yet, but we might. But after that, in 2 weeks, I'm gonna start the relationship topics, and we're gonna go for about a month and a half, and get everybody's opinions, and hopefully we can normalize these conversations. All right, I'm out of here. Have a blessed, beautiful weekend. Peace, love, and happiness. I'm out, you guys.